What up, bitches?
What up, slut?
What's
Good
goody?
to see you, my dude.
Good to see you guys.
Been a while.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
It's been a long, long time.
Unfortunately, after these 3 episodes, it will be a long time.
That's true.
Yeah. This is very
It kind
true.
of breaks my heart, Jake.
Why?
You're like, oh, I don't want to worry about podcasting when I'm with my family and friends, and I only get to see
you take
once
time
a
off
year.
all the time.
I've never taken a day off.
Is your hair slicked back? What are you
No,
doing?
it's just I got out of the shower, so it's probably just the mic, headphones.
Oh, okay. I see.
By the way, for everyone listening, this isn't a break for you guys. Like, there's still gonna be episodes. We're just, the magic of time travel. We'll make it happen.
We're calling it quits today.
Yeah, this is the last episode.
The final judgment of Comics and Chronic.
Oh man, what a dark day that'll be.
When the nukes start flying, boys, that'll be the last day we record an episode.
I don't think they're gonna. Remember, Cody's gonna go over there and stop the war.
Oh yeah.
Via his
with my comedy.
Yeah, you're gonna perform for Putin.
Yeah, and he's gonna cry.
Yeah. His finger's gonna be hovering over the button, and then a tear rolls down his cheek.
Is he is he crying because it's so beautiful that what you've heard is just majestic?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's crying because my jokes are so good that he's like, wow, I've had a change of heart.
Yeah.
Why would I invade anywhere?
Cody Cannon. You have stopped World War III.
It's kind of like Bill and Ted, like the way they like heal the world through their like stoner music. Like it's Cody's stoner comedy is really the true key to peace.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, people don't need to smoke weed as much as they need to smoke weed and listen to me talk.
Oh shit, have you guys, I feel like Jake, maybe you've seen this.
What?
There's like these videos on I've seen them on YouTube. It's like from I think World War II or after World War II actually. So I think it's the 1950s. It's like British soldiers and they're doing a training exercise, and they gave like half the soldiers a placebo and the other half a high dose of LSD.
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted to see what would happen if soldiers on acid, like how they're going to act. Mm-hmm. And these dudes, like, they knew their mission, but as it's going on, they like start laughing and sitting down and like falling. Like,
that's awesome.
They don't, yeah, right. Like they totally don't even like understand the concept of their guns. Like they don't know how to use them anymore. And like, it's hilarious to see, but it's also just like, it's interesting to find out, like, I mean, the American army totally did that too. Like, tried to find out like how soldiers react under LSD.
Yeah.
Well,
damn, that's crazy. Speaking of LSD,
you remember the Dark Knight when he drops those fear pills?
There you go. There you go.
Do you think LSD would work on the Joker or Scarecrow?
Yes.
No.
Ooh,
I feel like it wouldn't.
Okay, so why?
I feel like Joker.
Well, we've seen in the comics that Scarecrow's gas has no effect on Joker.
True, he just kind of shrugs it off.
Yeah, he shrugs it off. So
Joker's just like too mentally unstable for like. I feel like what is LSD gonna do? Like make him like
normal.
Yeah, and it just wouldn't do that. It doesn't. That's not what it does. So like, I don't see how it's like changing anything, because he's already so far in the red. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like Batman would also be able to shrug it off.
LSD?
Hell yeah!
No, I don't think so.
Come on, bro,
dude. In the Grant Morrison run, Batman goes to like Tibet.
He does
and like
trip acid. He gets drugged. Remember?
Yeah,
That's
like so he
the homeless Batman.
Yeah, so he
but he doesn't shrug it off. He full on trips.
Right, yeah, but like
that was a weird ass. What was that? Batman R.I.P.
yeah, Batman R.I.P.
Batman
I like
R.I.P..
that storyline a lot. It's
I honestly kind of thought it was awful,
great.
but I also enjoyed it. Does that make sense?
I
Yeah.
agree. It makes sense also just because Grant Morrison is very hit or miss.
Yeah, like I feel like with that, because was that when Batmite was introduced?
Not when he was introduced, but it's like you're seeing him in like more modern continuity for the first time, and you're like, "What fucking?"
Isn't his Batman like Batman Zabu Nur or Zaba Zaba or
whatever? Zabu Nur or whatever. Zaba.
Zaba Zaba. Yo Gabba Gabba Batman.
Yo
He's purple
Gabba Batman.
He's actually, it's cool because he's like the Robin colors. I like that kind of suit for him. I would kind of want to see him use that for a little while.
I don't know. I think if I'm gonna see colors on Batman, I'm gonna go blue and gray.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, for the best costume, of course. I just mean for like a prolonged time. I just think it's an interesting costume because it's like literally the Robin colors, but with like the bat symbol.
Yeah.
I think it's even a purple cape.
I think it's purple and yellow. Is his costume?
Yep.
Batman,
purple, red, and yellow.
Batman
yeah.
Abba Zaba.
Batman Abracadabra.
Yeah, Batman Avada Kedavra.
But that's not what we're here to talk about today.
No, because fuck Harry Potter.
Yeah, big same, honestly.
Yeah,
I'm glad
Harry
you feel
Potter.
the same way. I feel like a lot of our generation sucks its dick, and it's really just mediocre storytelling.
Dude, it's super mediocre. I never read past the 4th book.
Oh, same. I read the 4th book, and then I was like, I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, literally, like halfway reading it, I was like, and I'm done. Like, I just stopped caring about Harry Potter.
I think I finished the 4th book, but that's it.
Like, I like the books a lot, to be honest, and I haven't read them, since I was a kid, obviously.
Nerd.
Yeah, but the point is, like, I'm not like a Harry Potter nerd. Like, I'm not a Harry Potter slut. Like, I'm not into
That's
Harry
not what
Potter.
I heard.
Hey, who told you otherwise? Who's spreading false rumors about how much I like Harry Potter?
The commies, they're sliding in my DMs. They're like, dude, what's up
What?
with this dude Nacho? I think he likes Harry Potter.
Bro, I don't even post Harry Potter memes. What the fuck are you talking about?
People are reading between the lines of your posts.
No, I really don't. I totally agree with you guys. Like, I don't like the whole like our generation and their obsession with Harry Potter. Like, it's just a fandom that I'm just like, fuck that.
I agree.
That being said, who would win in a fight? Harry Potter or Batman from The Dark Knight Returns?
I'm gonna say Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, easy money.
Yeah, just because Harry Potter is whack.
Dude, Batman took on Superman, bro.
Yeah, and he's also fought a whole host of magical characters in the DC universe. So
yeah, and this is like Batman at the end of his career, so he's seen and done everything at this point. He could fucking handle Harry Potter.
He probably has like a wand saved for just in case,
Right?
Yeah, Vengeance versus the Boy Who Lived.
The Bat Wand.
The only way I think Batman wouldn't beat him is if somehow Harry Potter's like, just so you know, I'm an orphan. What?
He's like, or like, Harry Potter's like, my mom's name was Martha. Why did you say that name?
Although I don't count, even though that Batman was based off of the Batman we're talking about in the comic. I don't view them as the same. Does that make sense?
You don't view who is the same?
Batfleck and this Batman.
Oh, definitely not. He was just influenced by it, but he's not the same Batman.
Yeah, heavily influenced.
Dude, I'll tell you who's heavily influenced is me right now under this weed pen.
Nice.
That's
nice. I'm pre-gaming for a punk show.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
are you performing at the punk show, or are you just going to see it?
Oh, I'm just going to get rowdy. I do have 2 shows. Well, it won't be this Friday, but last Friday when this comes out, excuse me, I have one in Huntington, and I'm opening for some funk bands.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
You know what also is cool? The Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I will agree with you. It is cool.
Which brings us to today's episode. Welcome to Comics and Chronic. I am Jake FH. As always, Anthony Arnaccio, Cody Walker Cannon are joining me. You're listening
Greetings.
to NPR. That was my NPR intro. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Comedian and world-renowned chef Cody Cannon joining us today in the studio.
Thanks, man. I'm glad to be here.
And of course, let us not forget our resident from the Northeast, Anthony Ainaccio.
Thanks for having me, Jake.
That sounded creepy as fuck.
Anthony, you sounded like a villain.
Yeah.
Perhaps I am.
I was gonna say more like that's how I would imagine Calendar Man would talk.
Calendar Man.
I could see that. Well, he unfortunately is not in Dark Knight Returns.
No, he's
Unfortunately.
Dark Knight Returns by Frank Miller, probably his most like well-known mainstream comic book run.
By bar none.
Like, yeah, like we all know he did Daredevil, but I think the average like fan knows of Dark Knight Returns a lot.
Yeah. I mean, if you go on any comic book website and Google top 10 best graphic novels, Dark Knight Returns is always going to be in the top 5.
True.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a book I feel like I read when I it was one of the first Batman comics I read, to be honest. Like I read it pretty close to reading year 1, but I might have read it. Yeah, I might have even read it before year 1. But I don't think it's a good Batman comic to start with because it's almost like breaking down the character, you know? Like you need to know a lot of Batman's history for it to like really hit. I think.
Agree. Yeah. I agree. I wouldn't call it the quintessential Batman run. Definitely not what you want.
Exactly.
Definitely not what you want to start off with.
No. It's definitely one of the best stories. The best.
Sometimes you're so fucking loud.
Bro, I've never been loud a day in my life.
You're notoriously loud.
Yeah, I regularly am told that people heard me before they saw me.
Yeah, you would give away your position in battle very easily.
I am not. If I were Batman in the Arkham games, I would never accomplish a mission through stealth.
No, yeah, definitely not. I was actually going to say that you're one of the loud, boisterous goons that Batman hears.
Yeah, you're giving away, dude. Cody, you're also a loud breather, so you're not stealth Batman at all.
Dude, there's nothing I do quietly. I can't sleep quietly. I can't breathe quietly. I can't eat quietly.
I can't eat quietly.
Can Cody be a Batman villain named Lieutenant Loud?
Lieutenant Loud.
Dude, I would accept that. I would be a Batman villain named Lieutenant Loud.
Like you have sonic voice capabilities, though.
Ooh, like
Black Canary?
Yeah, exactly. Like both of those, yeah.
I accept that. Banshee was honestly, or when I was younger, there was some I was like, I love Banshee. Maybe it was like me knowing my future.
Maybe.
Well, maybe knowing that I would basically become Banshee.
So if it's too loud, that's why like yours is usually low, but that's a good thing because it makes it easier to make everything sound crisper, basically.
Okay, crispy, right?
Crispy bacon.
Yeah.
Like the two of us were just, you were like crispy bacon. I was like Rice Krispie treats.
You went sweet, I went savory.
Hey, yin and yang.
Sweet and savory.
The Dark Knight and the Clown Prince of Crime. Well, should we give anyone want to give a brief synopsis?
Dude, so in the Dark Knight fuck. The Dark Knight Returns. Batman's old as shit.
Yeah, he's like a senior citizen.
Yeah, dude, this fucking guy's crusty.
Old. Boomer Batman.
Batman, totally.
Yeah. And he's hasn't done bat shit in 10 years.
He hasn't done bat shit.
And basically it's about for the first like third of the novel, or maybe half, is about his return into the role of Batman. And then the second third is him kind of like, I feel like him atoning for Batman, like in his fight with the Joker and stuff like that. And then in the final thing, it's like his punishment almost. It's the farewell. It's supposed to be the farewell. There's a sequel, but it's god awful.
Yeah, it is awful. But I also like, there's like now these like punk rock future street gangs.
Yeah, slice and dice.
Yeah,
The
what were
mutants.
the mutants. What were they called? Yeah, they were called the mutants. They were cool. They were like kind of the main antagonists for a lot of the book for a while.
Yeah, and the head mutant.
It felt a little like the street gang in Watchmen, the Knot Tops.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this Gotham was extremely grimy.
The grimiest we've maybe ever seen it.
Yeah,
grimy, and also had like a weird, almost like futuristic Blade Runner element to it.
Yeah, like cyberpunkish.
Yeah, it was very cyberpunkish.
Yeah, I agree. And because it was like in the 80s, but it was also in the future, and it just like didn't really make a ton of sense.
A lot of people wear like Cyclops visors, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and they have like
like
mohawks, but there's also like advanced tech gadgets and gizmo terminals.
Yeah. And some people have like, there's like a Nazi element to it. Like there was that chick with like swastikas on her ass and her tits. Like, what the fuck?
If you've ever read any Frank Miller comic, you know that dude loves to draw swastikas.
Damn, why?
I don't know, which is weird because I'm 90% sure he's Jewish. But dude, if you've read Sin City, any of the volumes, or Ronin, or like, dude just draws swastikas for some reason. I don't know.
It's just always like an element to that.
Yeah, I mean, remember in the movie Sin City when she throws the swastika ninja star in that dude? Like it's insane.
Yeah. I mean, he's not wrong. There's a lot of.
I think Frank Miller is a bit of an edgelord.
A bit. Yeah, this is definitely the edgelord of all comics for sure, at least for the time.
Well, that like 300. 300 is pretty edgelord.
Yeah.
Like,
but you know what I mean? Like this came out before year one, and it like set the tone for what Batman was for like the rest of history. Like it made him darker even in the modern era, you know? It's extremely influential, you know? Like so many people cite The Dark Knight Returns as like their like crazily like their first comic, or like the comic that made them want to make comics themselves, you know?
Dude, it's also like one of the few comics where he's like totally down to kill Joker.
Oh yeah, but he still doesn't.
He doesn't. But it doesn't matter because Joker like snaps his own neck.
That I think is my favorite scene maybe of the comic. The Joker snaps his own neck.
That and the fact that he's just chilling there with a batarang in his eye.
Yeah, like it's nothing.
It's nothing. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that Joker outfit, though, the white with the purple.
It is cool attire.
Yeah, it was cool. I don't know. I actually have
very Miami Vice.
Yeah, I have a figure of it back in New York.
Oh shit,
it's sick.
Yeah, dude. He's it's definitely one of the most horrific versions of the Joker.
Oh yeah, scary,
dude. I mean, he kills the entire studio with those little like balloon
laughing gas,
baby gas things.
Yeah. Oh, that was terrifying.
Those things are terrifying. Those like bucktooth little children robot thingies.
Yeah, but also, funnily enough, that was definitely he was on David Letterman.
Yeah,
that was definitely David Letterman, and that scene is definitely the inspiration for that scene in Joker.
Definitely
with Joaquin Phoenix,
which goes back to what you said, is that a lot of people took from this comic. It's super influential.
Constantly mined from.
Yeah. What'd you guys think of the art, which is just Frank Miller's art, but still notoriously different?
Frank Miller it's so weird because it just like it's right.
You're not a fan, is that what you said?
Dude, I love the art. I
like it, but I can't say I love it, and I can't say like it's okay. It's tolerable to me.
It's tolerable, but what makes it more intolerable is a lot of the way the comic is structured it like kind of is like, I get it, like it's different, like it has the newscasters and shit like that, but my eyes and my brain aren't used to reading a comic that like, I don't want to call it dense, but it kind of is. It's like
It's
packing
a
a lot
lot of
of
panels,
information.
and a lot of dialogue, and a lot of
Yeah.
art. There's just a lot.
Yeah. So as a reading
It's
experience, of
very
course.
maximalistic.
Yeah, that's a great word, Cody. That's perfectly put. Then that's
Like they just like everything. I mean, even his artwork, it's basic, but it's super packed. You know what I mean? Like there's just
Yeah.
every inch of the page is being used.
right, and that kind of bothered me. I don't know why, but I don't like that as reading experience.
Okay. Well,
Which is not to say I didn't like the content. I didn't like the way it was delivered to me in that comic. If
then
that
you
makes
would
sense.
you would probably hate reading Ronin then, because his art throughout Ronin is super dense and compacted, and there's just like a lot to the point where like you're looking at it and you're not really quite sure what you're looking at.
Actually, I've never read Ronin, but I
Yeah, I
Trust me,
never read that.
if you guys looked at it, you would. It's cool, and it's actually like it's just Samurai Jack. Samurai Jack stole completely from Ronin, but
Oh shit.
like it's just a lot going on.
But in the same way, like that's how I feel about Bill Sienkiewicz. You know, he did a lot of X-Men.
Bill Sienkiewicz,
He did
yeah.
Elektra.
He did a lot of cool shit.
But his art is kind of challenging.
His art is challenging. I agree. I completely agree. Some of his art is not as easy to discern as others.
It's not.
I got his autograph though at Comic-Con, so
Nice.
shout out to the OG Bill Sienkiewicz.
Yeah, he is extremely talented. It's just again
Yeah.
like that's not again the comment on the content of the art. It's just like I don't know. I don't. It's harder for me to like look at.
Grow up. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, read a fucking book.
I'd rather read a book. It's easier to read a book than to like interpret art sometimes in comics.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's just.
Dude, I'm a big fan of the art, though. I really like it. I like that it's so unique for a Batman story. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like normally in Batman tales, everyone's hot, and in this one, there wasn't a single hot person.
Not even Superman. He's like the way he's drawn is so
Yeah.
clunky and like just unnecessarily bulbous.
Yeah, I hate that Superman design.
I do too, to be honest. It's not like an appealing Superman design.
It's
He looks
extremely
ridiculous.
unflattering.
He looks ridiculous.
He does look. That's what I'm saying. Is like sometimes Frank Miller just does the most.
But I will say, I think the art, there's two pieces of art in the comic that I really love, despite everything I just said. I love when Superman, after he saves America, no, it's Corto Maltese, right? The same place from Suicide Squad.
Oh,
He saves it from a nuke,
Yeah.
or he saves somewhere from a nuke, and his body like almost disintegrates and it kind of repairs, or he's super gaunt after it. And he looks like a skeleton with like barely any skin, and it's the most horrifying image of Superman because he looks so weak and frail.
It happened in Batman vs Superman too when they get nuked.
It
you
did.
see Superman floating there, and he's a little more gaunt than he usually is, and then he starts like fleshing out.
But this art especially hit me where I was like, "Damn, that's crazy." And then of course the Dark Knight. You know that classic lightning bolt scene where he's just jumping in midair.
Cool. Yeah.
Incredible.
I'm a big fan of the fact that he used for at least a little bit of the comic the classic blue and gray with the yellow emblem Batman.
Yes.
That's personally my favorite iteration.
I do like those colors too.
I'm a big fan of those colors.
Yeah. I also I just loved he was a maniac, and I loved that.
He was incredibly insane.
Yeah, you really just saw Batman off the deep end.
It made me uneasy reading it, to be honest. It's like, damn, Bruce.
I hadn't reread it in years. I read it twice when I first got it. Like not in a row, but like once and then maybe once a year later. And then I hadn't read it since then, but I have seen the movies. What do you guys think about the movies as an adaptation? How do you guys feel about those bad boys?
I don't think they're that bad, to be honest.
I loved them.
They're like pretty accurate to the comic.
Yeah. I thought they were super true to the comic.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen them in a while, but yeah, I do remember them being accurate, and the animation was really
And the
good.
animation was like pretty close. I mean, it's close without looking too insane like Frank Miller, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
exactly. I felt like it did a good job of like they didn't go with their traditional art team for those ones, you know?
Oh, and it's a 2-part movie, right?
a
It's like part 1 and then
Yeah.
part 2.
Yeah, part 2 he fights Superman in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Joker. Part 1
Yeah.
ends with Batman
Then he like take the
beating
city
the
back from the
mutant.
big mutant guy.
Yeah.
That's an awesome fight.
Which is a great fight. Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh,
like,
so
it's a great
cool.
fist fight, and he just like beats the shit out of him in that puddle. And it's fucking awesome.
Because it's like a
Yeah.
win, but it's also not a win because he gets his ass kicked.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's cool that
Near
like
death.
he almost does
Yep.
get killed a few times just because he's an old fuck now.
But then he gets saved by the new Robin.
Which, how did we feel about her?
She definitely, especially in this story, you know, like you guys, well, I guess we talked about it yesterday or in the Batman episode where you guys didn't see Robin as being so necessary.
Yes.
But I feel like especially in this story you need a Robin because it's a super dark story and it's not like I wouldn't call her insane, but she's like willing to like do crazy shit to help Bruce Wayne like a normal
Yeah.
kid wouldn't do.
I'll be honest, I wasn't a fan. I didn't like that she wasn't even appointed as Robin by Batman. She just like obnoxiously came up, and then she has a slingshot, and that's her like main weapon. Like, I don't remember Dick
It was the
Grayson
80s,
or-
bro.
Dude, no.
She's also good with tech stuff, isn't she?
I don't
think
know.
I don't think there was much tech stuff in it.
I'll give you this. She's not my favorite Robin, and she ranks pretty low.
She
on the
ranks
list of
really
Robins for
low to me. Also, she's a redhead, so you know.
What does that mean?
You have
What
a
do you got
beef with
against
redheads,
gingers?
bro?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Are you kidding me? You guys don't?
Dude,
We don't have ginger slander on this podcast.
Dude, I actually loved her. She's not my favorite Robin, but she's the only Robin for this story.
Yeah,
Nah, I don't need her. Not my Robin. Sorry.
Carrie Kelley's not for you.
Is that see the fact that you even knew that was her name? I didn't even know that was her name. Like,
Well, I just read the comic. I finished the comic today.
ain't nobody knowing Carrie.
Carrie.
What is it? Carrie?
Carrie Kelley.
Kill Carrie. Yeah. I don't know. She's whatever.
You don't like her. We
Well,
get
you
it.
guys sound.
I don't like her
really-
either. But I don't hate her.
You guys sound really down on this comic.
Me? No.
Oh yeah, I'm not giving this.
Both of you
This
guys.
comic isn't getting a perfect score from me. No siree.
I don't think it's gonna get a 6 from me either, to be honest.
Ooh, cool. Which might sound like a comic book sacrilege to a lot of like classic comic book fans, I might say. Like a lot of people see this comic as the holy grail.
Yeah,
of
a lot people
comics.
don't have my exquisite palate when it comes to comic books.
Dude, I loved it.
Like a lot of people see this as like the Watchmen of Batman, if that makes sense. Like it's like that
That's
book.
exactly what it is.
I agree. People do view it as that. I think at one point, to be honest, when I first read it, I think I did think that. And then I think I even read
Mhm.
Watchmen and I was like, oh, this one is, even though it's different, it's still just better. And then, I don't know, like rereadability. I don't think I've read Dark Knight Returns more than twice.
Yeah, this is probably my second or third time.
This is my third time.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't even
I don't
really
know.
have a strong desire to. I don't think it's bad.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad comic. It's
Right.
just, I don't, me personally, it doesn't rank up in my top Batman stories.
Wow.
Yeah, for me, I almost see it as like like I honestly see it as like an Elseworld story because it's like too dark it's a future for Bruce Wayne I don't want to see, so I don't want to believe that that's how Batman ends up because it almost seems like the most psychotic end for Bruce Wayne where like he keeps going and it's just like, what are you doing? Stop it, dude. But he really is the only one that could like help Gotham even then.
He saves all the orphans at the end, doesn't he? And they all come to his cave.
I think so, yeah. Like it keeps going. Like he doesn't die at the end of this. He's still chugging along.
That's a cool scene when they're at Bruce's funeral after he fights Superman and supposedly dies of a heart attack.
Yeah, it was all a
And
plan.
They're at the like everyone's walking away and Clark can hear the heartbeat.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was cool. I like that.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even, he just like kind of smirks. He's like, hey, Bruce, you crazy motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
So wait, Cody, you think we're off base for not liking this comic so much?
I just like. I mean, I can't be mad, but I feel like there's no rhyme or reason to
I'm not just gonna give out sixes
our
willy
Joe
nilly.
Pesci. You do.
I
All of you
don't.
do. We
No.
all have.
I do
Come
not.
on. You remember
Okay,
what
maybe
I
not
said. I'm not
Anthony.
I'm not
I
trying to
asked-
give sixes out all the time
I
this
asked
season. or
myself
this-
a series of questions that, that allow me to use the Joe Pesci scale to its full potential.
Did Selena Kyle was old and depressed?
She was.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Damn, and there's a fucked up scene towards the end where Joker like puts her in a Wonder Woman outfit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was depressing. I didn't like that.
Yeah, it is definitely. The
I didn't like
edgelord-
that.
It is definitely the most edgelord Batman story, besides maybe Batman R.I.P.
Don't bring Batman R.I.P.
Yeah.
into this.
That's ridiculous.
It was definitely the most edgelord Batman because year one is by it's by Frank Miller and it's a completely different story for me. It's a story that I love way more.
Yeah. Do you think this comic would have been better with a different artist?
I think that takes away from what it is. Like it adds to the grittiness. So like the art is part of it. Like it's not. It's just I don't think the art is bad. It's just I don't like it.
Yeah.
See,
Uh-oh.
disagree. I love it.
Hot take.
I love it, and I love it, and I hate you both. So.
Like, okay, if we were to rank our Batman comics, where would you put Dark Knight Returns?
Probably like 3, 4, 5.
Really? Well, that's a
Yeah.
lot. Cody, you just went like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know.
I mean, out of all the
Somewhere in there.
Batman comics we talked about, it might be ranked last.
I agree with Anthony, to be honest. I
Yes.
like Long Halloween better. I like Year One better. I like Hush better.
Mhm.
I do like 0 Year better, to be honest.
Yes.
now that
Oh,
I
wait, yep.
mention it. Yeah, I just feel like there's better. Like even if it's on the list, I think it does rank lower on my Batman.
What
Yeah.
about All-Star Batman and Robin?
That's pretty bad too, and it's also Frank Miller.
I haven't
know,
read
that's-
that. I've heard it was so every time like I hear it brought up is negatively, so I've never even checked it out.
I read it, but the reason I got it was because Jim Lee was the artist, and the art does honestly look
Oh.
sick. Yeah, it's Frank
the
Miller
art's
wrote it, and Jim Lee
incredible.
did the art, so it looks bomb. But it's just the dumbest story you've ever read.
Yeah, it's. I feel like at this point, Frank Miller's probably
I think he's-
hotbed of alcoholism.
Yeah.
Just shitting out nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, like some of his like he's super hit or miss. Like when his shit hits, it pretty much really hits. Like I
It's
I
like
will admit I
some
do
of the
love
greatest.
Sin City. Yeah, I do
And he's
love Sin
definitely, like,
City.
he definitely changed comic books when he came out with this shit, right? Like it wasn't like it's something that I think is lost on us because we were born into the comic world where it's post Dark Knight. You know what I mean? Like
I was born into the comic world, molded by it.
But it's to say like he was kind of like a rock star in the comic book world, but like by the time it gets to like our age, he's like older. Like he's not a rock, he's an aging rock star. It's like there's other
And
rock
if he
stars
does
out there.
put out shit, it's like that super racist
Yeah, it just
thing
sucks.
he put out in the 2000s.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we also just
Terrible
talked about
shit.
him using swastikas left and right. So
Yep.
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, he's definitely past his prime. I'll tell you that.
Exactly.
Have you guys ever read all 7 volumes of Sin City?
Yes.
I've never read any actually. Oh, you guys have?
Oh, dude, I would argue I love it, to be honest.
Hmm.
I don't remember. There was a lady I think I borrowed some of it from a lady I was banging at one point in time, and then I think I borrowed some of it from a friend at a different point. In
I
time.
love it. That's like probably his strongest thing that he's ever written.
Oh, actually, have you
so-
ever read any of his Daredevil?
Yeah, I have.
His Daredevil's really good. I
His
like
Daredevil
his
is also
Daredevil
really
more than
good.
his Batman, I think.
That's before, like, yeah, he I think as time went on, he started to get more edgelord.
Yeah, and like you, Anthony kinned him to a rock star. He's like basically any rock star that just won't shut the fuck up.
Gene
now.
Simmons.
Gene Simmons. Oh, Frank
Fucking-
Miller in the Kiss makeup. Just like
Yeah, I could see that.
You know what I mean? Like every time I turn a corner, I'm like, oh great, another rock star is making me hate them.
Yeah.
You either die a rock star or you,
Or you
live long
live long
enough to be a
enough.
shitty person.
Oh shit.
There's no in between, Cody.
Yeah.
I guess I gotta die a rock star, baby.
No, that's not the message I was trying to say. Damn it, I take it back.
Oh, man. I just gotta die a rock star.
Kind of like I wish Batman would have in this book.
Yeah, right. I thought it was leading up to that
I will
moment.
say, I think it would have been better if he actually did, in fact, die.
Even if he didn't die, yeah, I mean, I agree with you, but even if he didn't, I just wish they wouldn't have given him that Frank Miller, that the Dark Knight Strikes Again.
Yeah, that
Yeah, he
shit.
just
I
makes it
bought that
worse.
shit, and I honestly, I'll be honest, I don't even know if I finished it. I just remember being like, "Yo, the art is terrible," and I don't know
Even
what's,
worse
like-
somehow.
No, it's a lot worse. It's like
Yeah,
the way you.
lot
It's
worse.
I've
like
seen it. Yeah,
it's almost like, did you even try to draw?
it's
or did you
offensively.
just-
It's offensively bad.
It's offensive that they would charge us money for that art because it's pretty bad.
It's like, did you give this to Frank Miller's nephew or something
Yeah.
to like draw?
Yeah. If anything, we need compensation.
Damages.
I think DC owes us all a personal apology.
Yeah, did a 10-year-old with Parkinson's draw this?
I want to talk to Mr. DC himself.
Yeah, Mr. DC. Mr. DC.
That should. I bet
Going
that
all the way to the top.
I bet that would be a villain one day. Like they're like fighting this like interdimensional monster, and it turns out to be like Mr. DC.
I'm pretty much picturing the hand from Smash Brothers.
Yeah, but it's like that
Well,
blue
with like a pen,
DC logo
maybe. Yeah.
instead of a body that you could like see. It's just like the hands and that.
That'd be hilarious.
I do want to touch though that as much as you guys hate this
I
book,
never said I hated it.
shut up, Jake. I want to point out that like almost everything about Batman that we love, it borrows heavily from this comic.
Absolutely. I
agree.
have to agree with that. Yeah, including to point that you pointed that out. Like Two-Face is in this, but he looks very much like Hush the whole time, or rather, Hush was obviously borrowing from this
Hush
to
is
like prove your
definitely borrowing
point.
from this. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Big bald head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was wrapped in gauze the whole time.
Yeah. Also, he's cured now. Like he's totally fine.
No, he's not. That
No,
was the whole
yeah.
point.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
shit.
loses his mind.
Like it wasn't that his face was scarred that made him that way.
Remember? Because he tries to like blow up the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
there's a lot of eerily 9/11 shit in this book. Did you guys realize that?
Yeah.
I think Frank Miller predicted it.
Yeah,
No, there's
he
that
did.
part with the Twin Towers, and then even at the end, a plane crashes into Gotham Towers, and like the way they show it and the people looking up is terrifyingly similar to like 9/11 footage.
Well, when was this published? Because remember,
80s.
there was an attack before 9/11 on World Trade Center.
No, this was way before even 1993. But I'm saying airplane going into a building. That's how it. That's what happens in The Dark Knight Returns.
Dude, what if one of the terrorists was reading this comic? And I was like, holy shit. He's like, everyone, check this out. This is what we got to do.
Fuck.
And Al Qaeda and Bin Laden was like, hell yeah, dog. That shit's fire.
What if that's what if that's the batshit insane conclusion Frank Miller came to, and that's why he like started making those super racist like comics against like Muslim people?
He probably saw like 9/11 happened and he's like, dear God, I did this. He's like, with my subpar Batman comic.
God damn it.
Subpar?
Yeah.
Are you fucking
I have
high?
influenced the fundamentalists into attacking the homeland.
No.
I'm calling Frank Miller out right now. Frank Miller is responsible for 9/11.
No, wait a minute. What if that was the name of the episode?
Anthony, can you make a clip of a cold Sunny in Philadelphia opening versus Frank Miller calls 9/11 and use the music and everything?
Yes,
That would be fucking great.
You definitely do that.
That's insane. Oh.
Yeah.
God.
Look, all we're saying is if you make a comic like 20 years before 9/11, like and you predict it, we're gonna call you out on that shit.
Yeah.
You should know better.
I agree.
Well, all right.
But now that I know Frank Miller caused 9/11, I might give this more on the Joe Pesci scale.
That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Crazy.
Just because that's the ultimate edgelord move.
That's
he did
true.
what he set out to do.
Yeah, that is the ultimate. Yeah. Terrorist attacks are about as edgelord as they can get.
Did you guys notice? Did you guys notice the president was Ronald Reagan the whole time in the comic?
Yeah.
Like he looks like Ronald
he's like
Reagan
on his third term or whatever.
Yeah, like it's the future,
Oh, wait,
but
no,
Ronald Reagan is the president somehow.
Dude, I mean, yeah.
And Superman listens to him. He's like, "Yes, Ronald Reagan, I will do whatever you say, Ronald Reagan."
Because Superman is kind of a cuck in this comic.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
Frank Miller's interpretation of Superman at all.
Yeah.
Frank Miller just clearly hates Superman.
Yeah.
He clearly, which means he clearly hates America. Further proving the point.
Oh,
Fucking
my
what?
God. Oh, dude.
We see you, Frank Miller.
Yeah, we need to call the FBI ASAP. I think we've just figured it out. Oh, God.
Oh.
He's not getting away with this.
No,
Yeah.
no, we're gonna tag him on Twitter and Instagram. We're gonna leak the information that we have.
Dude, but then his cuck Superman will show up at our doorsteps.
True.
Yeah, but he's a cuck, so.
Have any of you guys ever cucked anybody?
No, but you have, right?
Yeah.
I know. You told me that story.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I never heard that story.
I cucked somebody once.
But
Basically.
tell the whole story. Didn't they like the girlfriend, or didn't they both ask for it and the guy started crying?
No. So, dude, it was crazy. It was kind of one of the craziest. So basically, like, I posted on my story that I was like coming back to town, and this chick hit me up and was like, "What are you doing tonight?" I was like, "Nothing." We had small talk for a minute,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Do you want to fuck me in front of my mans?"
Oh shit.
And I was like, first she was like, "Can I ask you something and don't judge me?" I was like, "God, I'm not. What would I judge you?"
Who am I, Cody Cannon,
Yeah.
to judge anybody?
Exactly. And so she's basically like, "Yeah, come fuck me in front of my man," and it was kind of weird.
Was he like jerking off?
No, he just kind of sat there. There was a couple times he started rubbing it over his pants, but he never like whipped it out.
Did you ever make eye contact?
Oh yeah.
During
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna shy away from that.
Did you do it in a way like you were just merely looking around, or were you like looking him in the eye with like the intent to be like, yeah, that's right?
No, I didn't do that. If I'm gonna be honest, I was a little nervous.
Yeah.
There was a point in time.
Oh shit.
There was a point in time. So this couple had roommates. There was a point in time they thought one of the roommates came home, so they just he just like mid fucking just started putting his dresser in front of the door because he was embarrassed and didn't want somebody to walk in.
Dude, I would have been
And-
so scared that he was about to kill me.
I was like, am I about to die now? I was insane. But no, he was just embarrassed.
Oh. I thought you told me that story, but like he's like some dude started crying at some point.
I don't know.
Or maybe I just
It was
heard what
Cody.
I wanted to. He's like, oh, what am I?
Yeah, I'm a monster.
So wait, okay, how did it like finish? Did you like
I nutted? Did I nut? I don't know. I nutted.
like
I nutted.
and
I was
then-
wearing a condom.
Yeah, and then you looked at him and you're like, all right, thanks guys. Just dipped. or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I went and slept on their couch.
That's insane.
Yeah, and if I'm being honest, I laid down and I heard him having sex with her and asking her if she liked it.
And what'd you say?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
And then he started
I made her
crying.
squirt in my face. It was pretty cool.
That's hilarious. Oh, dude. I just can't imagine like did he seem like he enjoyed it or did he seem like he was like, "Oh, what have I done?"
It seemed like he enjoyed it. Although he did get really weird afterwards, but I'm not going to go into that on the podcast.
We'll save that for another
Yeah, we'll
episode.
save that for next episode.
That being said, I want to point something out real quick.
Okay, what's that?
Dude, Frank Miller is a force to be reckoned with. Dude, look at us. This is by and afar our most edgelord episode.
He's influencing us even now.
Even now.
Yeah. Dude, when have we ever just like that was a pretty graphic story I just told out of the blue.
We've told stories before.
That was but we've also never joked that much about 9/11, which I am grateful for. I'm not saying that in a bad way, but some people could take that offensively. You know what I mean?
They know we love
Listen,
America.
you got two New Yorkers over here. We were there when 9/11 happened. You can't
I was
tell
there
us
when
how
the
to
towers
feel.
fell.
Exactly. When Bruce Wayne and Batman vs Superman is running towards the building, that was me.
Yeah.
Literally.
Sprinting through the streets of New York.
Jake was like
Trying to save
12 or
people.
13 years old.
I was 13. It was like
13.
It was-
Yeah, because I was 14.
it was first period in 8th grade.
I was in 9th grade.
I was in 6th grade.
Oh, you little baby.
I was
Yeah,
born in the
baby boy.
darkness.
Murdered
Our
by it.
Our little choir
Born
boy.
by-
Dude, yeah, 9/11 was crazy. I remember some kid came running into the room, was like, yo, plane hit the Twin Towers. So, okay, for hours that day, for some reason, when people kept saying Twin Towers, I was thinking, or no, when people kept saying World Trade Center, I was thinking of the World Trade Fair in Flushing, Queens. The things were in Men in Black, the aliens get it. you
Yeah,
know?
they look like flying saucers.
Exactly. And so I was like, well, they're not that big. How much damage could they really do? And then when I realized it was the Twin Towers, I was like, oh, okay. But that was legit like 3 hours after the first plane.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, I was like-
Jake just not a plane crash.
Like the
in
whole time, I
Queens.
remember people freaking out. And I was like, have you guys seen the World Trade Fair? Like, it can't do that much damage.
Guys, be cool. This isn't
you
that
guys,
big
this is
a
not even a
deal.
big deal. You're not being bitches.
Yeah, well, let's get back to school. Let's focus.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn, Frank Miller.
They didn't even tell me in school. They didn't tell anyone in our middle school like what was happening.
Really, dude? They ushered us all into the auditorium, busted out a TV, and the principal and everyone was like, "This is what's happened so far." They allowed us to call our parents, which a lot of people couldn't because it's like a fact. Like after the first attack, the government shut down cell phone service, so terrorists could not coordinate. So nobody was able to reach their family via cell phone, and it was like a whole thing, dude. Like my father, because he worked near the World Trade Center, he didn't get back that day until like 7-8 p.m. And mind you, like they shut down everything, trains, buses going on and off the island.
Yep.
So he had to like finagle his way from Manhattan to New Rochelle. And we didn't hear from him until he came back. And we're like, Jesus Christ, you're alive! Like, thank God.
Yeah, it probably took a long time too.
It did. It took a long time because it's all on foot, you know.
Yep.
So yeah. Anyways, 9/11 was crazy.
Thanks, Frank Miller.
Yeah. Just go back.
Piece of shit.
Frank Bin Laden. Yeah.
No, it was cool. They reference Jason Todd a lot in the comic.
Yeah, and how brutal his death was at the hands of the Joker.
They never flash back to it, but you know what happened if you know what happened.
If you're a real
I thought that
one,
was pretty cool.
You know what happened.
Which makes it even more edgelord because Jason Todd is the most edgelord Robin there ever was.
You think so? You don't like Jason Todd, do you?
Yeah, Red Hood is the most edgelord. He's like, I'm Batman, but I use guns.
Only once he's Red Hood. Yeah, I don't honestly care for Red Hood. At least not Jason Todd. Red Hood. I think he's kind of a whack character.
He's like, as a one and done thing, he's kind of cool. Like Under the Red Hood, the movie was so good.
I think he should have stayed dead.
movie.
Once again, it goes back to there being no stakes in comic books. Like,
dude, in that animated movie, I loved that Jake DiMaggio played.
Joe DiMaggio,
DiMaggio, Jake the dog.
Yes, Bender.
Bender, yeah, played the Joker.
Yeah,
that was honestly such a cool Joker.
It was,
dude. That scene at the end when he's like, "This is going better than I thought." You know what I mean?
Like he brings humor to the Joker in a way that Mark Hamill was one of the few to do really well. You know?
Yeah.
Facts.
Facts indeed,
dude. So what's the dealio? We never gave out the Joe Pesci rating. What are you guys gonna do?
Also.
We never talked about the Batmobile, which is a tank.
It was insane. It was the
Tumbler.
It was
the Tumbler, yeah. But
definitely
like I think it felt even more like even bigger somehow.
Oh no, it's way bigger. It's like legit.
Yeah,
like,
it's like a house.
Yeah,
a house on wheels.
Yeah,
I thought it was ridiculous, but it was cool.
Yeah,
it was very.
Did we talk about Batman using a gun in this? Because he uses a gun.
I said he had a sniper rifle.
Fucking sniper rifle.
Just sniping mutants.
Pew, pew.
You guys those are some bad finger guns.
Also, it's not mutants like X-Men. They just call themselves
mutants.
They
call themselves the mutants.
Yeah, that's like their gang name.
Yeah,
it's like if we called ourselves mutants. Like we're not.
It's just
mutants.
a dumb gang name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This whole comic is just dumb.
Oh man.
It is dumb though. It is actually dumb.
Like look,
come up with a better name. Frank Miller.
Yeah. No.
I don't know.
I don't know. How many Joe Pesci's? This is a tough one.
I feel like Cody knows his. Is pretty confident in his.
Cody.
I'm waiting till last. I went first yesterday.
What? You bitch.
But you changed yours at the last minute.
Don't change yours all the time to be cool.
I'm not cool.
We know that.
Oh.
So go ahead. Let's go by coolest goes first.
All right, so
okay.
I guess I'll go first.
Yeah, Jake, you go first. I'll go last.
No, I'm last.
No, I go last. Nah, dude, come on.
We're shitting on Anthony? I can't do that.
I said I'm last.
No, but I'm saying come on. You're cool.
You're saying you're not as cool as Cody?
No, I'm not going to a punk concert.
I'll give that to him.
Oh god!
All right, guys, I gotta go.
This really is the last
episode. Frank Miller's ruined everything. Oh my god!
All right, Jake, go.
All right, how many Joe Peasies?
Yeah, let's hear your JP.
I think. It's not a 6. It's not terrible. I'm gonna give it like a 4.5.
Wow.
Maybe a 4. Okay. Maybe a 4.8.
Ooh, I like that a little more.
I'll give it a 4.8. I'll give it a 4.8 because even if I don't like it as much as other stories, like you guys are right, the stories that I do like are heavily influenced by this comic.
Yeah. Batman's DNA is from this comic.
Exactly. It was like mutated in this comic forevermore.
Yep.
So I'll give it a 4.8.
Oh, it's my turn now?
Yeah, you said order of coolest.
Yeah, order of cool.
Okay, I'll do. I love this book, man. It is the most edgelordy, but if you view it as more of like, instead of like, if you don't like, don't get me wrong, it's ridiculous and it's over the top and it's not perfect. But if you view it as like Batman's Sin City, and then it sets out exactly what he wanted to do with it. You know, it's not canon, and he wasn't making a Batman canon story. He was, I mean, Anthony was right. It is almost like an Elseworld. Like, it's the darkest. Like, I mean, there's Nazi symbols, there's rape, there's murder, you know what I'm like brutal murder, like horrifying.
It's a fucked up world.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
it's Gotham.
I feel like it was like, yeah, exactly. I feel like it came out right alongside Watchmen, right as a time where like people were really taking notice to crime. Like, I mean, being hard on crime was a big governmental thing, you know what I mean? And right around that time period. And it was, I feel like, a reaction to all of that shit. And I don't know. It's definitely edgy and it's not perfect. I'm not going to give it a 6, but I'm honestly probably going to give it higher just because I know you guys are going to shit on it. I'll give it a 5.7.
Okay.
5.7. So you never mind. You changed. You said the bat. You gave. Never mind. All right.
You
I-
okay?
Anthony glitched for a minute.
Damn, I feel like I can't give it as low a score as I wanted to because it's almost too disrespectful.
It's sacrilegious.
I want to hear it. Give it
Dude,
your
yeah,
best
don't
shot.
Don't be peer pressured by toxic Frank Miller fans. Which, by the way, I think it's safe to call them Al Qaeda. So
that's what they call themselves.
Yeah.
I guess. You know, I guess I really don't.
Oh, that's insane. Oh, that one did me good. Oh.
I hope we piss people off with this one.
Hell yeah.
Dude, some people, yeah. Frank Miller, your spell. You won, Frank. You won.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
did
Anthony.
it.
Go ahead.
Like, I really think, like, when push comes to shove, like, I think I like to read comics high, right? And when I read this comic high, it's a little harder because that's where I think the challenging part really comes in. It's like, I don't mean that I can't read it mindlessly. That's not how I read comics, I guess is what I'm saying. But it's just, I don't know. There's something about the way everything flows. And it's not necessarily like that every issue, you know, as the story goes on, it becomes a little looser with, you know, it's a bit more of the art.
Yeah.
It did make it sometimes hard to follow when certain things were happening, whether or not I was reading it sober or high, whatever, at this point doesn't matter. But like I just didn't like the way, I don't know, like there's
80s maximalism, dude.
Yeah, it's just I don't like that style. That's what takes a lot of the points away from me. Like the story's cool, but again, a little too dark. Like just like, I don't know, too edgelord for me. Like, yes, I like Batman Dark, but I like how they kind of like took some of the darkness. They're like, okay, making Batman dark makes him a more interesting character to some degree. You know, like it fits with him and it's just who he is.
Mm-hmm.
But I just didn't like the person Bruce Wayne became. I guess that's more of a comment on the actual story than the writing, you know, but maybe it's just my comic book nerdiness just being like, I just don't like this interpretation of Bruce Wayne a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say 4.5. That's my final score.
Damn. I honestly was expecting worse.
No, I don't think, I really don't think I should go lower than that. Like, I truly don't think it's a bad comic. It's just not one of my favorites. And like we said before, if I had to list all the Batman comics we've read, or even I've read that we haven't talked about, this is one of the last ones I'm really trying to reread. I just don't care for it that much. It is kind of one and done for me.
Oh, no shit.
But guess what? We're going to give away a copy of it if you share this episode.
That's right. So
you could read and judge for yourself.
It is worth reading. I'll say that.
Absolutely.
Even
if it is once, it is worth reading.
Yeah, it's so good.
You should definitely read it.
Yeah.
It's definitely, again, like you said, Jake, one of the most influential, if not the most influential Batman story to his entire character, to who he is.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Big time facts.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for swinging by, I guess.
Well, yeah, thanks for tuning in to yet another episode. Enter to win this Dark Knight Returns comic.
Yes, you could own a copy and go to our website, comicsandchronic.com, because we got all our episodes there, and you could just go check it out.
And we hope you enjoyed Bat March.
Oh, yeah, our
This is
final
the last
episode of
one.
Bat
Since
March.
this is the final episode.
This is it.
Yeah.
It's the
Ooh.
final countdown.
But we are, because we decided, we talked a lot about Batman. That's a lot of DC. We're going to try to do a lot more Marvel comics in April. Probably some indies too.
We heard the people. We heard what you wanted. We caught Frank Miller red-handed.
Yeah.
We did it.
We did it.
We took care of that issue.
We saved America, which is what heroes do.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
We
exactly
are not
what
the
heroes
cuck Superman.
You don't do that. When Comics and Chronic is in town, you cuck Superman.
Cody would make Superman watch as he fucked Lois.
Can you imagine the brute? You know what I mean? Like, I'm a big boy, but Superman, I feel like, would make me feel tiny.
Yeah.
You know, and then just the fact that he has laser eyes.
I like the image of Superman moving the dresser like to the door. And you're just like, oh shit. And Superman's like, no, it's fine. I'm actually gonna join. And you're like, oh god.
Dude, I'd probably fuck Superman.
So Cody's a
Oof.
Superman villain called the Homewrecker.
Yeah, that is me.
Calendar cuck.
Calendar.
I show up once a year to fuck your bitch.
on a different day or a different holiday, you fuck.
Every holiday.
Every holiday.
Yeah, every holiday.
You cuck somebody.
I leave a little token behind everywhere I go.
Oh, that's hilarious. It's like, damn it, calendar cuck is struck again. Calendar cuck.
You should add that to your universe. Jake.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, the
Definitely could
calendar
add it to my universe.
It just shows up every holiday to fuck somebody's significant other.
Oh, man.
He'd also be the holiday humper.
The holiday humper. Yeah. He can evolve from holiday humper to like his final form, his calendar.
Yeah, like he
Because he
starts off at
realizes he's like, I can't just do it on holidays. Every day is a gift.
Hell yeah. Oh, my face hurts from smiling. Oh.
Well, thanks for tuning in about calendar cuck, you guys.
Yeah, Calendar Cuck, a great comic, 6 out of 6.
Great,
for
yeah,
me.
6 Joe Pesci's easily.
I mean, the art alone, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's a Dark Knight 4.5. Calendar Cook a 6.
Yes, because the creator of Calendar Cuck, Jake, did not cause 9/11, so it gets
Yeah.
a 6.
Exactly. Which I am a better comic book creator than Frank Miller.
Agreed.
Think about it. I have Poop-a-Dick, one of the most Dickensian characters out there.
Oh my god.
So,
Hey,
all right, you guys.
Jesus Christ.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Oh, well, I'm going to get off of here, boy.
Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jake FH.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics and Chronic. That's Comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.